Green skin, purple hair. He's a sight to behold, generic troll. The internet suns in gold, keyboard in hand. He's got something to say, on a mission to troll. Gonna cause some dismay. In the world wide web, he finds his delight, leaving comments in the dead of the night. British American, he's got a wicked style, kind and loyal, but his intentions quite wild. Jumps on YouTube, king of the stream, spreading havoc, filling his wildest dreams with a mischievous grin. He throws shade without care, bringing laughter and chaos everywhere.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Generic Child channel. Hope you guys had a great Memorial Day today. So happy Memorial Day to you all. Yeah, I was actually planning on going live a little bit earlier, but unfortunately, I took a sofa and then the sofa knocked me out. So I just kind of woke up about 15 minutes ago. So here I am. I just thought, well, I might also go live, see who's around, and save you guys because there's not much happening on the tubes at the moment. So anyway, so hope you all guys had a great Memorial Day. Hey, Cajun lady. Hey, Clint. Hey, Maxine. Welcome to the channel. Hello to all the Lakers as well. Welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are doing good, and thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, I'm just trying to fix the thumbnail on this because YouTube does not like my thumbnail size, but there we go. Thumbnail is now saved. So there we go. Hey lady Gemini, welcome to the channel. Let me put live chat on as well. Hope you guys had a great Memorial Day. Pretty quiet for me in GT land, you know. So, I had family in the service too in the UK, yeah, in the UK World War Two. So, a big special mention to all the troops around the world, especially in the US and the UK and over Europe and other countries as well. It's not just about barbecue and blah 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 blah. Um, where I live, not too far. Well, not where I live really. Where I used to live, I should say, not too far from me in Liverpool city centre in England. And there was a big parade for Liverpool Football Club. My opposite team of the soccer team I support. Somebody decides to get a people carrier. Like one of those vehicles that carries six people. I forgot what you guys call it here, and then drive through a crowd. So there was a bunch of people injured. Um, they're not saying terrorist related because the first thing the police said that it was a 53 or 55-year-old male who was white and he was not, of the usual characteristics of terrorists. So, they're claiming mental illness. So, it's a little bit of a speculation to what's going on. Hey, Cactus, hope you're doing well. And yeah, so here I am. It's 11:46 Eastern time, and I'm gonna start singing for my supper because I've been on TikTok for 6 hours. I'm back on TikTok now, and I did a live earlier claiming I'm quitting YouTube. So here I am. I'm gonna start singing for my supper. So yeah. So if you guys have any requests, I'm gonna open the karaoke app and I'm gonna sing completely out of tune and I'm gonna destroy some songs by Prince, especially Purple Rain, and then I'm gonna destroy Radiohead. I'm a creep because I don't belong here. I don't belong here. So well, I actually got actually I went on TikTok to I actually went on TikTok today just to check out his live stream because a little dicky bear told me he was live. So I went under my generic 12 TikTok account. I have been under that account for quite a while, to be honest. And as soon as I said woo, so I said woo 1,000 a box, laugh, 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 laugh. And he goes, "Oh, hey, you there, troll." And as soon as he said then he bans me. So yeah. It only took me a second. It only took me a second to get banned from Mark's TikTok. So that was kind of funny today. But yeah. So you guys get your money out. I'm gonna start singing for my supper. I want a can of chili and a biscuit and a sausage and biscuit tomorrow for my breakfast. So I'm gonna start singing. And I start getting my vocal cords out. So yeah. So here I am. I'm gonna start singing. So if you guys got any requests, let me know. So just you know, yeah, just let me know, and I will definitely start singing for you. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in the chat too. If it's a Zoom link, if anybody wants to come up and yell at me, shout at me, whatever, you're more than welcome. So let me post that link. There we go. Do, 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 do. Yeah, let me pin the message anyway. There we go. But yeah. As you guys know, Mark's quitting YouTube. He was bitching about making money. The guy couldn't even make $5 singing today. Poor Mark. It was so teary. I was watching Stewie's replay with tissues in my hands and crying, but poor Mark couldn't even make $5 on TikTok today, and he couldn't do this and he couldn't do that, and he was um Maxine's oh my god, I've been requested Tina Turner. Oh no. Maxine, if I actually sung, um, I would be a panel killer. I would KR&D. I would kill my own panel. I would kill the channel. Hey Archie, everybody would leave me. No, no, no. I am not singing. I have the most awfulest singing voice as it is. You guys suffer enough listening to me sing, so I am definitely not singing. Yep, definitely not singing. Um, but yeah, so I guess no sausage biscuits for me tomorrow morning. That's definitely not going to happen for me. Definitely, definitely not. So yeah, definitely no singing. Um, so 34th question, she'll ask me why do on TikTok. I like watching the random videos on TikTok, to be honest. But I can't believe after that last stream, Mark's trying to sing for a supper again. I mean, what's she got going for him on TikTok? He sings the same 10 to 15 songs. Um, he's a 54-year-old male. He's not female. Um, his singing isn't all that good. He's not gonna make nothing on he's not gonna make nothing on TikTok. If he was a female showing a bit of cleavage and was pretty and had a nice voice and was a lot younger, he'll definitely make money from TikTok. But nah, he definitely is not gonna make money from TikTok. So yeah. So I'm sure he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back on YouTube tomorrow, guys. I bet you guys can't wait to go back for him to come back. So I'm sure that's gonna happen. If he wants to come up, link is posted, by the way, once again. It's a Zoom link. I was just seeing who's around because the bloody as I said, the bloody sofa knocked me out, so I'm just trying to deal with that for now. So hopefully I can stay awake a little bit. Bloody sofa. But yeah. an Indian sushi curry house. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you know, he was claiming he was talking about the fact that he was in Lexington, but you could tell by the interior he's back in the camper van now because someone told me he was saying he was on vacation at the Gulf Shores and that he was back and he was by the beach again. So, he's back to telling lies on TikTok. But the thing is, if you're on camera and someone's gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna do this and do that," well, they're gonna ask him to show us the beach, and he ain't gonna show us the beach. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll be back on YouTube again in a couple of days. He's just feeling sorry for himself. Poor Mark. Oh God, I know, I know, Moki. We need some more tissues. I know, I get it. We definitely need some more tissues. Poor Mark. It's definitely a pity me stream. Okay, there we go. We've got someone coming up. There we go. Definitely a pity me stream. Okay, it's Cactus. Cactus is in the back. He'll be up here in a second. There we go. Hey Cactus, how's it going?
God, why does it always do that every time I come up?
It's working now. It's good.
No, I don't know. Yeah, so he's back singing for supper. Yeah,
Yeah, he's back singing. Yeah, he's back singing for his supper. He claimed he had a can of chili today, so yeah, bless his heart. So
um, yeah. I seen a picture of his. He's back in the camper, isn't he?
yeah, he's back in the camper. It looks like a different camper. It looks smaller because it looks like he was in the kitchen part, and it's got like a wardrobe of bricks. So he could be in a he could be
Yeah,
in a,
that's what I was going to ask you. I seen a picture of it today, and it looks like he's got. It looks like there's. You. I think you just said it's like wallpaper or bricks.
yeah.
I don't know. It looks weird.
Yeah, it did a first, but I was able to decipher the image because
Mm,
because he's sitting down in it. The ceiling's really low, and you can see the cupboards at the top they put in these camper vans, and
yeah,
you can see you could definitely tell it's a camper because the ceiling's too you know too low. If he was in that barn, you'll see the fake ceiling, and he'll be a lot. The ceiling would have been a lot more higher. But yeah, he's definitely in a camper van.
it's not the same old camper he had before, is it?
No, I don't think it is because it looks kind of cleanish to me, and there's no mirror on the ceiling. But
Give it a week or two. Mark's living there now. Give it a week or two.
yeah, hazmat will be there cleaning it out again. But yeah, he was claiming he's going to Rumble and Twitch and stuff. But I'm glad there's no mirror because what one time they catch him with his tallywhacker out, and he gets it out. He'll have to I mean, sorry, I can't get my bloody words out. If he gets caught doing what he's been doing on YouTube with his tallywhacker, they're gonna ban him because TikTok and Twitch is a lot more stricter.
Yeah, but Twitch has that reputation now. It's like OnlyFans, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but when Rich Life went to Twitch, they kicked they banned him pretty fast, and then when he came back under an elect friends account, a bunch of people reported him for ban evasion, and they took him off Twitch within 10-15 minutes of him going live. Twitch is a lot
I've,
more Twitch is a lot more stricter and a lot more quicker to ban you
yeah,
compared to YouTube is, to be honest.
I've
So
heard that
yeah,
for years. Like Twitch has Twitch has a whole different set of rules, and which is weird. It doesn't apply the rules equally either. So there's that too. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it can definitely, yeah, it can definitely be weird. It can definitely be weird like that too. But yeah,
I think too, they're they're more stricter on copyrighted material too. I
yeah,
think.
they are, but TikTok doesn't tend to be a lot stricter on copyright material though, because like you hear a lot more music being played on TikTok. So
Yeah.
yeah, and one of the things I noticed about TikTok as well is there's a lot of Asian accounts stealing other people's content and
Mm.
just uploading random videos. And I think they're trying to get them on. I think they're trying to gain the fake attention and gain fake engagement by pretending that that's their videos and getting clicks and views and stuff on that. And they're trying to make
Yeah.
money back that way.
Something that I've seen too, like they'll get an AI voice to like somebody will have the original video, right? They'll
Yeah,
have the
correct.
script for the original thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then one of these Asian accounts will come on and they'll mute the original voice that's on a video, and they'll
yeah,
type the exact same word for word, but in a
yeah.
AI voice. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
correct. Yeah, yeah, correct. Because if you did that shit on YouTube, YouTube would flag you out for reuse content because you're basically
Yeah, but I think there's a bit of a loophole there on YouTube too. YouTube seems to let that shit slide if it's a short.
yeah. If it's a short, it's a little bit different. You can play, you can play music on a
Mm.
short. But if I played a, if I played a, a song on, if I played a song on YouTube. I'll get that copyright thing, and
Yeah, yeah, I know, I
all
know
my
what you mean.
AdSense money, the money I get for when I play the commercials on my stream, all that money will go to the artist. I wouldn't receive a single,
Mm.
penny of the advert money. I mean, not that you make a lot of money on the adverts, but it's like, it's like pennies,
Yeah,
depending on how many, depending on,
if even thing, like you'd have to be getting a fuck ton of views, like
yeah,
on
yeah,
anything, ads
yeah.
or any of that,
Yeah,
any of that shit.
you're talking about like, thousands of views,
Mm.
or not, not like a, not like a small, not like a small channel where we are on YouTube. So, but yeah, Archie says maybe he moved back to his sister's and he had to quit YouTube. Now he's just now he's upset and he's doing a feel sorry for myself stage because he's been caught lying and he's trying to do a pity me, feel sorry for me stream so people will let him come back and give him the attention he wants and give him the money he wants to make. Kind of like a man child, kind of like a toddler having a fit.
Bergs, you
Yeah,
mean Bergs?
yeah, kind of like a bird kind of thing. Yeah, having a having a baby fit. So. That's what he's trying to do at the moment. He's just, I'm not making no money on YouTube and I can't make money on TikTok and I worked for 6 hours and I didn't make a single penny. So that's that, and that's that. That's his basic that's been his day basically.
Oh well. Today's been chock
Oh,
a block here though.
oh,
Today's been chock a block here.
thank you, Donna, for the donate the memberships. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. And welcome to the new members as well. Appreciate your support, Donna. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
He's getting his own little harem built up here.
Hmm.
Yeah, you seen that video though, didn't you?
Which one?
The one from today here in
Oh, the
Liverpool.
one from Liverpool today. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, because like I was on Facebook, and
Mhm.
and people were talking about it from over, my friends from across the pond, we're like friends, school friend, in fact, posted about something happening, and he was watching Sky News. So I went to Google, put Sky, find Sky News, put Sky News on YouTube, and I see it's in Liverpool. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm trying to figure out what happened. So the first thing I'm thinking is, I'm first thing I'm thinking it was a terrorist attack.
Yeah, I think a lot of people jump to that conclusion straight away without letting the facts come out or anything. Apparently, it's a 53-year-old white guy from Liverpool.
Yeah, I know. And I noticed the police were quick to say that. I guess there was a lot of speculation because the first thing I'm hearing, well, if the Prime Minister's talking about it, and if the Home Secretary's talking about it, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a terrorist account. It's a terrorist account
Mm.
because I'm
No, it's not. I guess it could be classed as a terrorist attack because like that's the thing. No, I get into people, but it's not really what you call a terrorist attack. You
yeah
know where it happened on Dale. You know where Dale Street is.
yeah I know what Dale Street is. Yeah.
Yes, it happened there. Now, if you know Dale Street, there's a load of little side streets, back streets, that kind of thing that comes onto Dale Street.
Yep.
Obviously, he's come from one of those streets to where everybody's on the parade route, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a failure of the cops. The cops should have done something there,
Yeah.
like fucking
That's the
because
first thing I'm thinking. Why aren't all the side streets closed off? Do you know there's a bunch of people out there when they know they're on terrorist attack, on terrorist alert over there. Yeah, I agree. That should have, yeah.
but like this was known, like this has been known for a week. This has been known for weeks. Like, yeah, it's got the this the parade route is going to be shut down. There's going to be no access for traffic, and still somehow this gobshite gets onto the parade route, but he's not the only one. If, there's a whole load of videos. You can see there's another little black car as well that gets onto the parade route as well, but
Yeah,
they don't drive right through the crowd. There's a whole bunch
yeah.
of others that do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete load of shit.
Yeah, the cops should have been up there with a helicopter, checking, making sure, what's going on making sure everything's safe and everything, what's going on. Yeah, but yeah, definitely a failure somewhere. I'm hoping no one got killed.
I know they're saying there's a kid in critical condition and like 17 others injured.
Yeah, I hope the kid
So,
makes it.
what do you want to do?
You know,
Anyway,
you
enough
know,
that depressing shit.
it was supposed to be, it was supposed to be a day of Liverpool winning celebrating Liverpool winning the Premier League.
I
Not
was at my,
not
I
so
was at
much
my
of.
mates. I was at my mates. I took a bit of a video of them passing by.
Yeah,
Fucking places were letting off red flares.
yeah. I seen pictures taken from Seacombe Ferry of all the red fireworks going off and stuff and all the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked very, it looked very red, to be honest.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's not like it happens every year.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I'm just hoping no one, as I said, I hope no one got killed. I think, looking at the video, I think it was done on purpose.
That's what it
And
seems to look like because
because,
I heard different reports that he got onto the parade route and immediately he started reversing into a bunch of women.
uh-huh.
So I don't know. But for all you know, it could be a smackhead that stole a car. Fucking, you don't know. You don't know.
I don't know. I mean, but they use like a people carrier, like a
Yeah,
large six,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot what you call a people carrier here, but people carrier is a car that carries like a kind of like a large SUV, carries about six people maybe or more people, and maybe eight people. And but to me it was a big car, and it was done on purpose. It wasn't like a little tiny car.
No,
So
it's like one of those family runabouts. Say if you got about fucking 4 or 5 kids, some
yeah,
shit like that, you get one of them.
yeah, yeah, correct, yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure we're here. I mean, I appreciate you sharing that video because because all you get was what the news shows you, and you know they're not
Mm.
gonna they're not gonna show that shit on the news.
No, because like it is too fucking graphic. I don't know how. I guess
Yeah.
Twitter is now. Look, that out the safest one I could show because I wasn't taking a chance. I've seen a few others, and no, 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 no,
Mm-hmm.
no, fuck no.
Yeah.
Like, there was definitely people dragged. He dragged people along the road underneath that. So I don't really want to talk about it because fuck that.
It's fine. I get it. I know. But I just hope everyone, as I said, I hope the person gets injured, and I hope no one, you know, as
The
well.
only thing I'll say he's lucky the cops got him into the paddy wagon because
Yeah,
there was a whole bunch of people baying for blood, baying for his blood.
they would have. Yeah,
They were
they would have gone. Yeah,
fucking
exactly. They would have. Yeah.
whatever. So anything else?
Not much.
Anything to say?
Nelly's hitting his channels again on his Twitter.
Huh. What did you do to him this time?
I put I played the fifth. I'm innocent. Well, I think it was Marine wife because she leaked some text she leaked some text messages,
Right.
and it was before the strike, and it was Nelly agreeing that it was clapping,
There was
uh,
what?
that she was clapping when she was when she allegedly hit the dog. She was saying
Right.
that she was she was clapping,
Okay.
and Nelly was agreeing with her that it was clapping on the text messages.
Okay. So wait. So she's trying to use Nelly's text message to get herself in the clear. And Nelly's
She,
probably seen that and said,
she
fuck this, I'm going to hide my shit because I don't want to be dealing with the fucking backlash of this. Yeah.
yeah. She's
Basically.
Nelly had a troll account called the Kamisha Archives. Nelly likes to. Nelson Green likes to use archives on troll accounts. He used to restream Witch Life, under the Witch Life archives, and then he did another account. I suspected he did as well, to do with MFW when he used to restream MFW, yeah, possibly. And then he create him and Steve Coates created another account called the YouTube Archives. And at first he denied it was him, but him and Cody were involved because that account was going after me and Merp. And then
Mhm.
it started showing personal stuff of MER's TikTok. So me and I got MER to strike the account, copyright strike with her TikTok stuff.
Right.
And then we got two strikes on that account. And after strike two, that account just disappeared. And it was Dan claiming to be a woman and she'd been around for a long time, and they were calling me out for shit and calling her out for shit. So yeah, we got rid of that account and it never came back. They didn't counter the strikes or anything. Just disappeared. So he was but yeah, he was she's been leaking DMs and stuff, and it's making him look bad. So he's trying to hide for a little while and not deal with the fallout because the Dave 25's been hanging around over on that Marine Wife's channel too now. So yeah.
Come on. Look, he can huff and puff and bluster all he wants. Nelly's still talking with Dave. You know he is.
Oh,
Everybody
we
knows he
we
is.
all know that. We all know. Yeah, we all know that.
Like pretending that he's not. That nobody's falling for that shit. Nobody.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we all know. Yeah, we all know he's hiding. Yeah, we all know he's hiding. And yeah, we all know he's around still lurking too, to be honest. I'm just calling out how I see it, to be honest.
Mm.
I mean, he's more than welcome to call me out too anytime, you know. I'm just saying that too. But let's have a look. So let me go on Marine Wife's posts. So yeah, let's have a look. Which one he says. So yeah, it talks about the YouTube archive, not the Kamisha archives, and then it says he says all my hate. So he says let's have a look. What's funny is that what so there's a green text message. I'm not sure if that's here, but it says what's funny is that was that clapping. I guess I was okay. So yeah, that is here. So she's saying what's funny is that was that clapping. I guess I was yelling at my dog, but Sack was fucking laughing in the back because I don't ever scold my dog. I will go live on your channel to discuss it since you have more mods. And then Nelly replies, all my haters are watching through your streams to find something they can use against me. They'll twist anything you do out of context, even explaining it won't stop them from continuing. You could clearly hear you were clapping your hands. If you were slapping, you would have heard them make a sound. So that's Nelly basically admitting that he was saying she was clapping her hands. So, but he changed his stance when, he did that strike, and I was, and everyone went against him, saying, well, you're supporting animal abuse. So,
Mm.
yeah. And then she's like basically denying it, saying, I don't scold my dog ever. So the fact that I scolded her first off was proud of her. She, that. But yeah, it definitely wasn't clapping. That's why she's been going live a lot, trying to show her dogs. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad dog owner, and just shit like that, basically.
I
Same
don't
old,
know.
same old crap with her.
You see
But
how
yeah,
fickle though, but like you see how fickle Nelly is. Like he'll turn on anybody quicker
yeah,
than a fucking
yeah.
he'll turn on anybody quicker than seconds on a stopwatch.
Well, and the thing is now, every time that movie Life goes live, people are watching it now like shit up. People are watching it like a shit up. They'll watch. They're looking at every single detail, everything in that house, in that apartment house place. They're looking at everything. Um, somebody, Planet Randy took a screenshot of her stream of her bin, and her bin looked disgusting. It needed a good wash. And Nelson was telling me, I know he spoke about this on the streams, that he was actually didn't stay there long because the house stunk too. So yeah, but yeah,
Like
definitely.
they live out in the sticks somewhere, don't they?
No, they live in a town in New York State. I wouldn't call it the sticks.
Wait, they're in New York. I thought she was a hillbilly down fucking south or something.
No, she's in
Okay.
New York. She's in New York State. I've actually been to the town where she lives years ago
Right.
before I actually moved here. Yeah.
I
So,
don't know.
but yeah, yeah, but yeah, she lives in she lives in not in New York City, but upstate New York State. And but yeah, because she was talking about all these visits she's had, and something doesn't seem right too, because you know, I don't know, cops don't show up to check dogs. Kind of weird. That sounds weird to me.
No,
Cops.
that'd be the prevention for cruelty to animals, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Or
like
that's society allowed to.
animal control. But a cop can't go. well, this dog seems okay because cops are not cops are not quite
Yeah,
cops
that's
are
not
not
their
qualified
thing.
vets.
Yeah,
They're not.
that's not their
They're
thing.
not. Yeah, yeah, they're not. They're
No,
not.
if cops are showing up, they're not showing up over the way she's treating a dog. If a
Yeah,
cop is going to show up about a dog, it's probably a dog attacking a neighbor or some bullshit like that.
yeah, yeah.
But I can't see, no, not for the welfare of the dog, no.
I mean, there's times where they would show up if something bad was going on, but it's not. But the cop. But what I'm saying is the cops aren't qualified. The cops aren't qualified to say. To say what. To
I
say.
think I think she's telling a lot of porcupines. What do you reckon?
Oh, definitely, definitely, because she's like, she's doing all these videos of her making dog treats and her doing this and and doing that. But her address was found and she was reported to and to the local humane society who deal with the animal control in her
Hmm.
county. And I just pulled the address up and now on Google Street Maps. It's definitely not in the sticks. She's in she's in like in the suburbs of a city.
Right.
And I went to this city. I went to this city years ago. I don't remember too much about it, but yeah, I went there. I went there
It's not the
years
same.
ago.
It's not the same one. It's not the same place Nelly's living, is it?
Nope, nope.
Okay.
No, he alleges he lives in Syracuse, which is
Oh,
fair.
hang
Yeah,
on.
fair.
He'll say your docs now. He'll say your docs now.
That oh my God. That reminds me of the time when I doxed the park. He made a video and I named the park, and and apparently he got triggered when I doxed a sweet and innocent park. Yeah,
Oh
that's
wait,
what happened.
did you get any clapback for show? What what's that place Mark was singing at, the Purple Pear or something, was it?
The blue
Did you get any?
the blue oyster. Did you mean the Blue Oyster Bar?
Could be that too.
Yeah. No, 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 I didn't know because he's claiming he's not in that area no more, but he's in the same vicinity. So,
Yeah, but
you know.
you found the actual barn he was living in as well, didn't you?
Yeah, because that's my guess. That was the barn because it was opposite the Mexican Japanese combination restaurant. Yeah.
How the fuck is that even a thing? A Mexican Japanese sushi bar? What?
Probably because well, okay, so we're okay. One of the things I've noticed is like we have a Chinese buffet all you can eat place here, and
Yeah.
a lot of Mexicans love Chinese food.
Okay.
Do you know like American? Do you know like Americans like going to these buffets and shit,
Mm.
and having Mexican food? Well, the Mexicans
Yeah, so it's
themselves,
all you can eat,
yeah,
type stuff and
The
shit.
Mexicans love the Chinese food. They love the all you can eat buffet. So
Mm.
you always see a lot of Mexicans at the buffets. So yeah, it's kind of like and it's only a small town too. So it's probably they're like, well, we could we'll combine two restaurants in one. You know,
But like a sushi bar with Mexican,
it's
I don't
it's like
see how that's a good combination.
it's not like a sushi. No problem. Hey Donna, welcome back. It's not like a sushi bar. It's more like a hibachi place. So like
Okay, yeah.
we have like a hibachi place here that does like Japanese food, and they I'm sure they do sushi. I don't know whether they do sushi. I'm sure they probably do some kind of sushi and stuff, but they do like
What do
meal. Yeah, they do like a meal, and it's like it comes with like fried rice and hibachi
yeah, but like
grilled chicken. Yeah,
they wouldn't have like wagyu beef or anything like that. No,
nah, that would be they wouldn't
no, because
not
that's expensive shit.
yeah. Not in Southern Alabama. No way. No, not in that kind of place. But because the outside of the restaurant just looks like a shed, like a big long white shed. Because I was trying to, once he started singing in it, I was trying to find it, and I just, I could only go by with what I knew and what information I was told. I could not find him to, I could not find him to save my life, But it wasn't until he posted his Cash App that, I was able to discover, he was in Lexington in Alabama, and that he was able, we were able to find it pretty, we were able to find it pretty quick.
Mm.
And then I put it up on Street View, and then and then that's when I discovered the barn. Yeah, I seen the big famous barn. Because like there was one day, because like he was claiming to be he was that the day it happened, he was claiming to be homeless, and that he was in a gym. So and I found him, and I found a restaurant near where I thought he was near a gym, but that wasn't the restaurant. But basically, he had showered. He had allegedly had a shower and then ran across the road to where the restaurant was. So, I'm 99.9% sure that that place is actually the barn he was in. So, yeah.
No gym is letting him near the place to have a fucking shower. Come on,
They
there's
do.
no way.
That's how that's how Elbow showers when he's living in a stinky Marie. He pays he pays like $10 a month for a membership, and he just goes in there for a shower. He don't go near Elbow don't go near the gym. He just
You're
walks in
okay.
for a
Yeah,
shower.
we're okay. I could probably see Elbow paying the $10 a month, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Mark Terry isn't paying no fucking
No,
ten
no,
dollars
no, no,
membership.
no.
Shit, not for shit. He ain't paying no
He
$10.
definitely, he definitely isn't paying. He definitely ain't paying that. I mean, he was claiming he was canceling his StreamYards, and that he was paying $10 a month for StreamYards. Um, I think that's a lie too, because StreamYards got took over by the Italians, and
Mm.
the increased to $10 a month plan from $10 to $45. That's why I told StreamYards to go and fuck themselves, basically.
Yeah, I think that whole fucking since Terry took that over, they've done something really fucked up with that
Yeah,
because a load of people now. Everybody used to bitch at me saying I have the worst audio on StreamYard.
yeah,
Okay, maybe I do, but I'm seeing with everybody now. Everybody
yeah.
that uses StreamYard is getting the same shit.
Yeah, even Steve Billings' audio has gone a little bit worse on the StreamYards now since he gets a little bit he gets a little bit robotic sometimes too. But yeah. But there's a big difference between Zoom audio and StreamYards and Restream. I like the Restream, but people were having issues using it too.
Yeah, it's again, Restream is like a smaller company again than
Yeah,
what's it called StreamYards.
yeah.
Um, and
Hey,
I
B
think it
Train.
basically the most people I ever seen using Restream, they're all from California or out west.
Uh-huh.
It seems to work perfect. It seems to work perfect out there, but where you are, for whatever reason, definitely here in the UK, forget about it.
Yeah, it was just causing too much, it was just causing too much aggravation. I mean,
Mm.
I did like it, when I was using it, I did like it, but it was just causing it was just causing too much issues with you know, people coming up and stuff.
Yeah, people trying to
It was just being a pain, it was being a pain in the ass. So I'm like, nah, I ain't I ain't I ain't using it no more. I mean, I only used like, the last time I used StreamYards was like for the free trial when I did that, I did the free trial for a week when I did that
go.
interview with Diamond. And I knew that was going to be I knew that was going to be a big stream, and I wanted to have the ability to have 10 people up on panel. But
Mm.
yeah, I'm so glad I changed the Zoom, to be honest. It's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, you just need to get the right topic now.
I've got
Mm.
breaking news.
Go on,
Guess who's back on YouTube?
Terry. You know, I
Yeah,
don't really give a fuck. I don't. He's a piece of shit.
I know.
Why people like? But why is this new? Anything new to anybody on that's been
Oh,
in
I
there
know. It's so
fucking
fun.
a
It's so
year?
funny. I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody would come. Yeah, everybody would come back. We knew who's coming back. But
Hmm.
yeah, he's back. He's back. Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely something they would do too, Don. It'll drain your battery on your phone like a motherfucker.
yeah, it does.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
why is anybody surprised with anything that goes on with Mark Terry? Why?
Oh, I know. It's hilarious.
It's not like we haven't seen this 100 fucking times before.
I don't know. It's so fun. It's so funny. It's so pretty. He's so fucking. And you're right. He's so frick. He's so
Yeah.
predictable. You know, he's like an episode of Days of Our Lives or Coronation Street. You just know what's going to happen. It's so freaking. It is. It is so predictable.
I haven't seen an episode of Coronation Street in I don't know how many fucking years, but I could probably guess somebody's got killed. Uh, Two neighbors are shagging each other, and it's just the same old shit on
Yeah, I
repeat.
know. I haven't watched them. I haven't watched this. I haven't watched the UK. I haven't watched it for years too. I mean, probably half the cast are probably dead now compared to when I last watched it, if not
Maybe,
more.
maybe, maybe.
Well, you know,
But
the
don't
duck.
worry about it. Don't worry about it, Don. It's okay. I see you in the chat.
Yeah. You
It's
know,
all
like
good.
the, you know, like the, you know, the Duckworths are dead now. You know, there's probably no, you know, I wouldn't even recognize half the freaking crew, the cast, to be honest. It's so funny.
Yeah, well, oh, what? There's this other fucking thing they have now on. Do you ever hear of Hollyoaks?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, Magda is a Hollyoaks fan.
It is the worst acting ever. Like, oh fuck no. I seen one episode of it once years ago, and I said no.
Yeah. It was done by the same company who made Brookside when it was called Merseyside Television, Phil Redmond.
Mm.
Yeah, and it's filmed in Childwall in Liverpool, even though it's set in Chester. Yeah, because they used the old Brookside parade on there too.
I wonder who actually bought at all those houses that were using that.
Some developer did.
But try to use it as a like a touristy type thing. Yeah.
People actually live in them now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't pay much. I don't pay much heed.
yeah. It was filmed. It was actually near West Derby, Croxteth Park area.
Mm.
And but yeah, they bought the
Jimmy Carter.
yeah
Jimmy
number
Carter.
yeah. So what happened? Yeah, they had to they had to like dig and put all real cables under the houses because it wasn't you know there was no phone lines or real electricity or anything. So
Did they
yeah,
dig under the Did they dig under the patio?
yeah, they did that. Yeah, all because
Americans won't have a clue what we're talking about.
so we're talking about a UK soap called Brookside, and there was a wife beater, and they buried him in the patio under the backyard. Just so you know, Brookside was filmed in real houses, so the TV company purchased the street basically, and they used the set was the houses and the street, and all the filming was done in the real houses. And yeah, they buried a dead body in the patio in the back, all because of a nosy neighbor. Yeah,
Fucking nosy neighbors.
yeah, I know. All because of a nosy neighbor. Yeah, they found Trevor Dordash's body.
That reminds me of the old, of a s an old comedy skit on that TV show. Do you remember the Fast Show used to be on BBC Two?
Are you talking about Harry Enfield and the Scousers?
No, but what you call White House used to be on Harry Enfield's show, Paul Whitehouse.
Yeah,
Well, he was in this Fast Show thing as well. But he'd do a
yeah,
character. He'd do a character, an impersonation of Michael Caine. And
yeah. Oh
Michael
yeah,
Caine,
my name is Michael
my name
Caine,
is
and I
Michael
am a
Caine, and I'm a nosy
nosy
neighbor.
neighbor. Yeah,
Yeah. That just made me remember that you brought that up.
Yeah,
My name is Michael Caine, and I'm nosy neighbor.
yeah,
Not a lot.
yeah,
Not a lot of people knew
yeah. But the the Brookside Close got sold for £735,000.
Oh yeah, well, that must have been back in the fucking just after it ended in the 90s.
Yeah, for
When did it end?
about 2004, 2005,
I thought it
because
was
it was
before that.
bad. Yeah, because it was neglected too. Somebody was
Oh,
trying to do redevelopment work on it, and it was just one big mess. I'll show you now. Let me share my screen if I can. Um, I have to close the YouTube side really quick.
it's probably a whole gated community right now.
No, you can actually walk. You can actually walk to it. I don't know whether you can see
Mhm.
it or not, but that's it there.
Holy shit!
That's how it was back in 2008, 2009. But there's actually people. There's actually people living there now.
So in 4 years, it absolutely went to shit. Fuck me.
Yeah, yeah. Look, that's it now. If you can see it there,
Right.
where my yeah, if you can see it there. But yeah, people actually live
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
now. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's how. I mean, if you look on the right, if you look on the right hand side corner, that's how it was when it was on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it looks a lot. And then this is it now, as you can see. People living there now. It's just a normal street.
Are they still calling it Brookside?
Yeah, still called Brookside Close. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if there's actually somebody living there called Cartel?
Oh my God, I know. I bet your number 10 is the most popular, the most famous address on there too. Yeah,
Oh,
everybody
fuck.
wants. Yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, it's just a normal street now. Everybody lives there.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, let me get back to my side chat. Do.
I mean, you probably had a whole lot of.
But yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool to visit back when it was neglected and shit. But yeah, I was over here back then. So
2008, I was just coming here. I just moved here to the UK.
yeah, because I moved here. I've been here. I've been here 17. I've been here 17 years, and then I didn't come back. My first trip to the UK was like 5 years after being here. So I've been here since 17 to 17, so 17 years. So I've been here since about 2008, maybe 2007. Because I was here when I was 29. So I'm 48 this year. Oh my God, I'm so tired. He's yeah. Um, maybe 19. I don't remember. Maybe I've been here 19 years. I don't bloody remember. I lose track of when I bloody moved here, to be honest. But I think I moved here like 2007, maybe. I think it was December. I think it was December 2007. And yeah, I didn't come back to like 5 years later, and that was because of my granddad's. It was for my granddad's funeral. So, That's
Maybe
why I
about
went back.
60, yeah, so that'd be about 16 years, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, about 16, 17 years. Yeah, might might be longer. Because I was here when I was 20. I was still 29 when I moved here, and I'm 48 this year. Oh my God, it's just gone so fast too.
Mm.
It's just fucking. It's just freaking. It just freaking. It just freaking. It just zoomed by so fast.
Uh, that's what happens when you're getting old, man.
I know
Time
it
seems to
fucking
fly.
sucks ass. It just goes so freaking. And honestly, I've never seen so many years go so fast in my life. But some of these days seem like they were 5 minutes ago, and
Mm.
you can remember them so well. But ask me what I was doing in 1986. I don't bloody remember. I don't
86.
remember.
You'd have been 9 years old in 86.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You couldn't have been doing a hell of a lot at 9 years old.
Definitely not doing a hell of a lot, to be honest. No, I don't remember, to be honest. Yeah, definitely not doing a lot.
You definitely weren't copying no elbow onto YouTubes and shit.
Ah, there was no. I mean, there wasn't. As I said, there wasn't even YouTube back then, was there? Well, nope. I mean, it was. My old Amstrad computer, ride the bike, and then a little bit. A few years later, I got into CB radio.
I'm
Breaker
not
19.
sure. I think it was around 86 or 87. That's when satellite TV came around the UK. You remember?
Yeah. We were talking about that with German lady and Tutti Frutti and all the soft sex porn they used to show. Yeah, it was the late 80s. Yeah. Hey, mans. Yes, mans. There is a snack called Space Invaders in the UK. They're like pickled onion corn chips or crisps, corn snacks. However, um, then they're okay. They used to be like 10p a bag when I was a kid. But best the best ones that are a lot more better quality is pickled onion Monster Munch. But yep, there is definitely a snack called Space Invaders in the UK. My cousin sends me them sometimes, and sometimes I have to buy I have to buy Monster Munch online because I get a craving for pickled
Hmm.
onion Monster Munch.
I should just send you a jar of actual pickled onions. Be done with it.
No, I love the monster. I do love them. I'm not gonna lie, I do love them. I do love the Monster Munch. Yeah, Monster Munch
Um,
is
I thought I seen the other day a Monster Munch that's Worcestershire sauce flavor. You ever
wow.
seen them?
No, the only ones I remember is pickled onion, the roast beef flavored ones. And yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Roast beef flavored ones and the hot ones. And I know I've never seen Worcestershire sauce ones, but yeah, the pickled onion and the roast beef are my flavored ones. Because
Mm.
like the crisp flavors or the chip flavors in them are so boring here. It's all barbecue and sour cream and onion and shit like that. And there's just no exciting flavors. I mean, every so often, Lay's, which is basically Walkers now,
Yeah.
um, owned by fucking PepsiCo. They do a special odd, they do like special flavors sometimes. They did a BLT one, and the BLT one tasted just like smoky bacon crisps chips,
Wow.
and and there's this crazy flavor from Canada they have now called Old Dressed, which is kind of a weird flavor. But no, the flavors are so boring. You can get salt and vinegar over here, but there's no pork cocktail or roast chicken.
You mean prawn cocktail, not pork cocktail, prawn cocktail.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what? They don't have KP skips there, then? No.
Nope. No skips
Oh,
there
fuck.
either. Yeah, you can get pork scratch. You can get pork scratch into the US. And Kroger sells them under their own brand, but yeah, they you can get them. Yeah,
I'm
pork
telling you,
scratchings is
dude,
a pubs. Yeah,
if some company would start importing, those fucking prawn cocktail skips,
yeah.
they'd make a killing. They'd make a fucking killing in the US.
There's a place called there's this crazy grocery store in Cincinnati called Jungle Gyms. They've got two of them, and I go there, and they sell all kinds of stuff. They got food from every single country around the world, and they even have an Irish, a proper. They even have an Irish section too, and yeah, they sell skips there. So yeah, skips are great too. Oh my God, they're one of my favorites too. But yeah, I bring him back from the UK when I last
Mm.
time I went back. Cactus, last time I went back to the UK, I must have spent about £100 in Asda on chocolate and snacks to bring back to the US.
You wanted a
I'm
bit of the
being
old Cadbury. You
yeah, I'm
wanted
being
some of the
yeah,
Cadbury.
yeah, yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah, yeah. So I fill my whole hand luggage was full of my carry-on bag was full of chocolate and snacks. Yeah.
How do customs treat you like when you're trying to get like did they pull you up over that when you're trying to get through customs with that?
I mean, normally what happens, yeah, skips. Look up skips. They're a really good snack. They're like pork cocktail. They're weird, but yeah, what happens is you're on the plane. They give you a customs form, and then
Right.
you just so like last time I flew, I landed in Chicago, into Chicago, and they gave me a customs form on the plane to fill out, and I just put on it. I had candy and nothing to declare whatever you put on there, and then
Mm.
you just hand them the paper, and they look at you and they go, okay, you're fine. That's it. But what happens as well is I was watching. They had a beagle smelling people's suitcases
Yeah.
before you pull the suitcases off and to go through customs. And then someone got caught with like apples or some kind of food in their bag, but they were fine with it was fine with my bag. I mean, there's certain things you're not supposed to bring back in, like
Yeah.
like uh,
Fruit,
like like
fruit,
like
fruit and
oxo
veg.
cubes. Yeah, oxo cubes or anything with real meat in it, you can't really bring back. It's kind of weird,
Mm.
but yeah, people try and smuggle oxo cubes in all the time from the UK, and
Why? They're bloody horrible.
well, people like to make gravy with them and cook with them. It's just, I don't
No,
know.
I tried making gravy with fucking oxo cubes and
But
I
yeah,
fail every fucking time.
but honestly,
I
Candice, I've never had no problem bringing chocolate into the US. No,
yeah.
I just say I got chocolate and snacks, and that's it. They don't. No, I've never had no problems. Hey, Trisha G, but yeah, I've never had no problems going through customs. Um, the only issue I had was with the TSA one time. I bought a bottle of Coke with my name on it the from the airport in Manchester, and
Yeah.
they wouldn't let me bring it back for my
Why?
next flight because it was liquid and it wasn't in my
It's a
checked-in
bottle of
bag.
Coke, man.
Oh,
It's
I
not like
know,
a
I
slice
know,
of
I know, but
biscuit.
it's just they're so fucking strict, fucking bringing shit in. But the chocolate and the chips have always been okay. But because like what happens is when you land, so when I fly to England, I have to get two flights.
Yeah.
So like last time I flew into Chicago, so when you land in Chicago, you have to go and get your luggage off the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Then you have to go through customs and immigration, and then you have to check in again for your next flight. So yeah, I just hate it. It's so much bull crap. Flying into the UK. Last time I flew into the UK, I landed at Heathrow and went through an e-gate to scan my passport. Gate opened. I was off the plane. I had my luggage within 20 minutes at Heathrow Airport. That was it.
Mm.
It was pretty fast, and I was on my way to Paddington Station. But
I remember.
over here. It's
I
a pain in
remember.
the ass.
Yeah, but
Go
no,
ahead.
I remember when I was moving to the UK.
Uh huh.
I had to come in through Holyhead, right?
Yeah.
So I had my transit. I had my transit. Sadie had her Volkswagen.
Uh-huh.
Like the transit was full with fucking shit. We had to make a couple of runs, like bring all our shit. But transit was full of shit, and the back of her Golf was full of shit. First time, no problem getting into Holyhead. Just let it
Yeah.
wave us through.
Uh-huh.
Second time, those they that's when they pulled me. They started questioning me and started asking, "Are you Iranian? Are you from Iran?" I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? Iran? What?"
With an Irish accent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no shit, this is what they were saying. And then they said, "Okay, pull in here," and they wanted to check everything in the fucking. And I just remembered, oh fuck, I've left grams of cannabis in Sadie's fucking
Very similar,
glove
man,
box.
but they melt in your mouth. Yeah. The whole Irish immigration was funny because when I used to do day trips to Dublin to go to the Smithfield Horse Fair,
Mm.
with my parents, um, I'll be like, yeah, they'll be like, what, Irish immigration was what nationality are you? And I'll say, and you'll say British, and then that'll be it, and they'll just let you through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was the weirdest shit. Oh, it put the shit up me though, because I knew I had cannabis left in Sadie's glove box. And I said, oh, fuck, if they find that, I'm fucked. But for some reason, the supervisor of the guys who were checking, like, he had word with them. He had word
Hmm.
with the fucking idiot that had a problem with me that thought I was Iranian.
Yeah.
And he said, come on, he's not Iranian. Listen to him talk. For fuck's sake. And he just said, go on, go in.
And that's so stupid. Yeah, well, with a fucking thick Irish accent like you, you're definitely not bloody away. You're not. You're definitely not bloody Iranian.
Yeah, I had something like 50. There was like 50,000 quid in cash as well in the last time we came over. You're not supposed to bring that amount without declaring it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah,
Fuck, fuck.
I've never had no problem. I just hate how it's a pain in the ass for US citizens to have to come back into the US. It's just a pain in the ass. It's a lot quicker and easier in the UK. So, but yeah, I didn't know you were in a cast, man. So I hope you're doing well. Oh my God, I would love, oh my God, I would love some skips right now. I forgot about them, to be honest. You know what happens is sometimes you just get used to seeing American food and American snacks. You just forget about what exists and what you eat, and that's what happens. You just completely forget about stuff.
When I get them, Doritos sour cream dip.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I do get skips, no, I get some of that dip as well and just dip them into that while I'm having them. Nice. Probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I like it that way.
No, I don't. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they used to. I mean, I like dip sometimes. They used to do a really good dip, and it was like a Southwest dip, and it was kind of spicy, like a sour cream, you know, refrigerated dip. But yeah, I'm not really a big dipper to be honest. I like I like salsa sometimes, but it has to be like a pico de gallo fresh salsa. I'm really fussy on salsa. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay, I didn't know you fell. I hope you're doing better and all that fun shit. It feels like it's been like forever since I spoke to you, man, to be honest. But yeah, we're just chilling here. Just a quiet stream tonight. Not too much going on. But yeah, freaking
I was
honestly.
second guessing would it be safe to come up here because no, I don't think I'm flavoring the most right now with a lot of people.
Well, it's quiet. It's quiet. It's quiet. Yeah, you're not gonna miss much here. There ain't gonna be much happening. I was just chilling, seeing who's around, and just talking and stuff. So, as I said, hey, Donna, the freaking sofa knocked me out. So it was like about 7:30, maybe about 7 o'clock, and I
Are
woke
you
up at.
stealing big? Are you stealing Big Jeff's gimmick
What's that now? What
with the
gimmick is that?
sofa? With
Oh,
the
on the
sofa.
on the sofa. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm turning into. Yeah, 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 yeah. He was, yeah. Well, Twisted G. He was on. He was leaving YouTube, and then he was on TikTok singing, and then he's come back. He's come back to YouTube. We all know. I mean, come on. He's so. Oh my God. Yeah, 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 yeah. We know he's full of shite. We know he's addicted to YouTube. He can't even. I mean, he had the DTs a couple of days ago when he didn't stream. Ah, man's been laying low because he only has one arm. Okay. You know, voice to talk's gonna be good having one arm. Definitely, that will definitely help you. Do you have to do physiotherapy too, or anything like that? Because yeah, I did physiotherapy when I dislocated. I had to do physiotherapy when I dislocated my knee a few years ago. That was fun. Yeah, he
No,
is.
don't get me started about knees. God damn.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
But yeah, did anybody actually believe Mark Terry was going to be gone this time for good? No, come
Nope,
on.
nope, 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 nope,
There can't be anybody gullible enough for that.
nope.
Maybe, maybe Jeff Hull can, but anybody else? No.
No, no. Well, Jeff Hulkham's been calling him out. So, yeah. But yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he banned me from TikTok. I'm not my generic troll account is banned from his TikTok. I can't view him because when you yeah. So,
But is that how that works on TikTok? If you're banned, you can't see somebody's videos.
yeah, correct. Yeah,
Do you like that on TikTok?
yeah, yeah. So
I
when
never,
I
I didn't know that.
so when I click his live link that someone sent me, now it says you can't. Yeah, the broadcaster has blocked you or something. But yeah, he's never gonna leave. That guy is too invested in too that's his life. I mean the only thing he can do apart from go live on YouTube is wake up and jack off. And that's it. He's got nothing in his life.
Wait,
Yeah.
Trisha said, I know a couple of YouTube videos you can watch.
Yeah.
Trisha, drop the link. That JTC if they're
It's about
playable.
yeah. I've been missing out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So cut long story short, Donna, he hadn't been on YouTube. Then he's been on TikTok. He was singing for hours on TikTok. Then he was bitching and crying because he didn't make any money. And then he was having a bitch fit. And then he was crying because he didn't make $5 today. And then he was quitting YouTube. And then he was going to go to Rumble and Twitch. And now he's back on YouTube. So yeah.
I don't see how his bullshit is going to carry over there in Rumble if he goes to Rumble.
He ain't going nowhere. Oh yeah, and he was offering to sell his channel too. So yeah.
Who wants that shit?
Yep.
It's all a fucking grift with him, though. It's all a fucking grift, no matter what he's doing.
Of course.
You
I
know,
mean,
if he actually puts this amount of energy into a job or doing a job well, like let's say he joined like some advertising company and put the same energy into advertising a random product, he'd probably be that millionaire that he so
if
wishes
he
he
was
was.
if he wasn't actually lazy, he could make a fortune becoming an auctioneer. Or
Yeah,
or he could do auction, or teach people how to do, or teach people how to be an auctioneer. Or he could, if he didn't tell so many lies, he would have done, he would have had a prospering channel and done his own thing. But no, I don't know, he's just he's so mentally ill. It's not going to happen. Yeah, but he's yeah, as Twisted G says, he's a bad grifter too. So yeah. But that's why I go, but that's why I go live. I just give people an alternative to Mark Terry. Oh, thank you, Donna. Thank you for the super chat, Donna. That's so kind. Thank you so much. I gotta. There you go. I gotta take a screenshot of that, put that on Twitter. Let me get them off.
Sucking that, Mark Kelly.
There you go.
Hang on, you didn't say woo.
Woo! Lights and colors and lights. 90 in the box, 900 in the box. Yeah, he didn't lie. Everyone else was a liar. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you, yeah, well, he got caught out. He got caught out over the accident report too. So, yeah.
Yeah, I did see Trisha. So like Trisha, I think Trisha posted a long ass post about car crashes. So I was reading that. I read
Uh-huh.
that, and then I've seen all other reports about it as well. So like, look,
Yeah.
he needs to quit with this. Wasn't there something else? Some woman gave him $20. He was supposed to send her something, and he never did.
Yeah, it was the bike card.
Fuck's sake. Why do people send them? No, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's literally like a fucking seagull. Honestly, he's like a human fucking seagull. You know how seagulls, if you're out walking with seagulls, they'll steal food out of your hand.
Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me in Clandudno when I was buying a car. It it went out my yeah, it took a baguette out my hand. I was sitting down some place having a baguette and a cup of coffee or something, and it took the
Yeah.
tried to take the bagel out my not the baguette out my hand, not bagel, baguette. Yeah.
Fucking little shithouses. But like that's Mark. Mark is a human version of one of those. He'd take the food off your fucking plate
Yeah.
before you'd even get a chance.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Huh? He really would. Yeah, he really would. Yeah, he really would. Yeah. But yeah, Clandudno is a seaside resort in North Wales near the beach, full of seagulls and old-fashioned Victorian buildings on a promenade. It's not like a arc. It's got no like arcades or anything like that. But it's
It's
nice.
not
It's
like
got a
Brighton.
nice, yeah, not like Brighton or Great Yarmouth or Blackpool or anything like that.
Southender's getting a lot like that now, kind of as well,
Uh-huh.
or parts of it. I mean,
But yeah, it's been so, it's been yeah. But yeah. Bloody seagulls. But yeah, I actually did find out that you could actually buy the report when you got and just catch up with you and blah blah blah. That's how Barbie got it. And then, but yeah, once the last name of the person involved got released, he got a little bit triggered, and yeah, I came up with an account, with the same last name to see, if it would trigger him, and it kind of did a little bit. So, and then Bobby got the report, and then it all turned out it was all a lie. So, yeah, he will do. Yeah, he's not very good at it. Yeah, Canadian geese are wicked. Yeah, I've seen Canadian geese here too. But when I used to live where I used to live when I grew up, I'd be walking down this road, and these people would have geese in their front yard, and I would hiss at
mm.
them, and they would come running towards you. But I've never been chased by geese. But yeah, yeah,
Little bastards will attack you. They will fucking attack
yeah.
you.
I used to hiss the
Yeah.
bastards. And they had all these geese. Yeah, they had like, it was. They had a really big front garden. It was all, and it had
Mm.
like, it was all bricked off with bushes and stuff on and a gate. So, the geese couldn't escape, but you could see you could see the geese through the gate. I would just hiss at them when I was a kid, and they would come running towards you, chasing you. It was it
Yeah.
was so funny. I would hate to go, yeah, back there.
There's a park close to where I'm living, right? And there's like a big ass pond. Like you could kind of classify it as a lake, but it's man-made, right?
Uh-huh.
Like it, it's a pond where like you can go fishing for carp and shit like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's always full of geese and ducks, and every now and again there's a couple of swans there. Now, as bad as the geese are, fucking swans are worse.
Mm-hmm.
Swans will break your bones. That's how dangerous them bastards are.
Yeah.
And they hiss as well,
Yeah.
fuckers.
And you can't do you can't yeah, and you can't do a lot of, and hating swans is kind of illegal, isn't it? Because all the swans
Yeah,
belong to King.
like a protected animal or some bullshit.
Well, they belong to King. Well, legally they belong to King Charles. So yeah, all the swans in the UK belong to the Crown. So yeah,
Used to be that way about deer as well,
yeah,
a long time ago.
yeah. We have deer. We have deer where I live too. And one morning I was going to the airport at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was just the same year. It was a little bit when stuff started reopening, right after COVID, and there was like
Right.
there was like deer in my in the suburbs where I live.
Hmm.
Kind of like yeah, on the street. Yeah, it was crazy. See that
Yeah,
freaking
because
deer.
people weren't out and about, so they felt a bit brave, so they come
Yeah,
around you.
yeah, they were coming. Yeah, they were coming. Yeah, exactly. And it was like it was about it was 2020. It was 2020, and it was July. It was like July, and that was when Vegas started reopening during the whole COVID crap because stuff started we opening
Yeah,
again because like different states had different things, and with state law and stuff, certain states had certain things closed and some states didn't. All depending on who your governor was and what party was in what party was in power and shit. You know. But yeah, I'm just glad that shit's over with now.
there's a lot that wish it was still here though, mate. Because I still see them. I swear to God, this week alone, I've seen about 10 people still wearing fucking masks.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
people would, people will do. Michael baby had a French fry and one took after him, and she had to scoop him. Oh wow. More bears. Oh my God. Yeah, I've never seen a bear. I've never seen a bear, to be honest. Uh, Cactus, man's is asking, do you have King Charles on your money now, or is it still Queen Elizabeth money still in the UK?
Hang on, he's on a fiver.
Hey Frank's cousin.
He's definitely on the fiver. I know that. But
Hmm.
I think they're still trying to recycle the old money out to
Yeah,
get his new base on. Because it's not long since they changed the money here to plastic, so
yeah,
it's kind of costing them to fucking do this.
yeah. It cost a fortune, and and then and the problem is as well. I know he's recovered from cancer, but he's kind of old too, so he might not live the same age as his mother. And
Yeah,
and
that'd
then they're
be a
gonna have to do
pain.
this, and then it's gonna be more money wasted to change the money over when friggin' William takes over the bloody
Yeah.
throne
I
over
know
there.
he's on some of the coins here. He's definitely on the 50p piece because I've seen that. I haven't seen
Yeah,
him on pound coins or 2 pound coins yet.
yeah. I haven't seen no pictures. I haven't seen any pictures of £2 coins yet either. Yeah, I've seen some pictures of the money being changed and stuff, and him being on
He's definitely
stamps.
on a fiver, though. I know that because I've seen his face on the fiver.
Yeah,
But every 10 and 20 I get, yeah, it's still Queen.
yeah. I don't even carry cash no more. I use card for everything now, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about those fucking cards though, because fuckers, you hear about what's that shit they do where they copy your card and vote?
Oh, clone the card.
Yeah, cloning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The banks are pretty good at picking that up, to be honest. I've had it, I've had, I had my American Express. No, it wasn't. It was my not my, it was my Subway account, and they used my Amex card out. They used my Amex card, and cut a long story short, um, they actually cancelled it. We funded it all, and they shipped me a card overnight. So they're pretty good at dealing with shit like that. So yeah.
Man's the £50 note is still paper. I don't think they've changed that yet to polymer.
Yeah, no one takes £50 notes either half the time.
Well, you'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised.
Uh-huh. Oh, I've seen signs. We don't take £50 notes. We don't take this and we don't take that. Yeah. Don't know what's Camilla gone. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of controversy with Camilla. But yeah, they won't be on they probably won't be around too long anyway, to be honest. But yeah, she's on the phone for so bloody long that he's literally an old man too. So, he could last 5, 10, 15 years maybe. You just don't know. But yeah, and then they'll bring his bloody son in. Yeah, I don't even have no UK coins or anything. So, because normally what I do, if I come back with any notes, sometimes my dad will give me some money and stuff. I just put it into my bank account over here. Like I can pay UK pounds in my UK. I mean, I can pay UK pounds into my bank account over here, and they just exchange it automatically. So yeah, but you've had the plastic notes for 20 years. But yeah, debit credit card fraud happens all the time. I've had that happen to me. Yeah. It's they're pretty good at fixing it, to be honest. So. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I still prefer plastic, to be honest. That's the thing. You don't know what his health was really like. They don't tell you a lot of stuff, and then you can only speculate. But if he's cutting down on stuff, he's old. The only thing he's got is access to the best healthcare. Oh wow, you played the memorabilia since Princess Di and Charles' wedding. Yeah, my dad.
Kruger
My
put me on.
Go
What?
ahead. I was gonna say
No,
my dad and granddad seen him in real life, Donna. My granddad went to a 50th anniversary ceremony at Liverpool Cathedral, and they were there. And my dad seen him when he was parked waiting for my grandparents to come out, and he said that Princess Diana was tiny like a wake, and basically Charles was a little midget too. So, yeah.
mm.
But
I
yeah,
was
they
going
were.
to say though, Kruger put me onto shit about his health about 2 years ago, because Kruger was showing me pictures of his fingers, right?
Uh-huh.
And his fingers look like, the big fat sausages you can get here.
Yep.
That's what his fingers look swole up like fuck. Look like a pair of those, or 5 of those big ass fucking sausages.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a far, like, I guess Kruger was ahead of the ball with that, with his health going down on him. But then again, look, how many millions or whatever the fuck he's like, he's worth a load of money. Like, he's going to be getting the best health care out there.
Of
It's not
course
like
he
your
is.
ordinary kid,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Alright. I gotta set my alarm clock. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's a video visit. I gotta remind myself for that.
Well, they're still doing like video calls there.
My primary care doctor does video visits still, and it's just easier for me to
Oh,
be honest. So let me make sure, yeah, because I got a bunch of yeah. So that's at 2:05. No, I can go in the office to see her, but you know what? Yeah, she does video visits too, and it's something I don't need to go in the office for. It's something we can deal with on on a Zoom
mhm.
call.
Yeah, well, look, that's your private fucking medical shit. Keep that to yourself. You don't need
Oh,
to
definitely,
broadcast that.
definitely, oh, definitely. So I got my alarm set for that tomorrow, so I can remind myself. Because last time I had an appointment, I completely forgot that I had an appointment, and well, I had like 10 minutes to get ready for it really quick, or 30, well,
Mm.
about maybe a little bit more than that. I forgot, but I was like, shit, I got a video because you get confused with the dates sometimes as well. So that happens too.
Good. If you're not paying attention to the day of the week, it's happened to me. Some
Yeah,
days
it
I think it's
happens.
Friday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it completely confused me. And of course, it's been a holiday here today as well. So, and
Mm.
that's been going on. But yeah, that's been that's been happening too. Okay, let me fix this. I'll be right back. I just gotta. Hey Frank, I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom.
Perfect. You Let me read what's going on in the chat. Marriage reckons her son was a big king. Hey, you don't know. You could have a bit of royal blood in you, man. Who knows? There's not much new, Frank. Same old, same old. Mark Terry's still being an asshole. Nelly rage quit. What's new? I know people are expecting. I don't think there's going to be a drama stream here. Anybody hoping there was, it ain't happening. So what's new with Frank? Sit out there trying to sell them oranges and melons. Fucking JT making those fucking AI pictures. Crazy. Wait, Trisha, was that a book about the actual movie Transplants in Automobiles? Or was it just a random book about transplants in automobiles? Well, Frank, he was back in a couple of hours. It didn't even take 2 days today, Frank. It was only a couple of hours. He rage quit and he was back in like what, a couple of hours. Not that I've seen. I'm just going by what Janelle Troll told me. Okay, Trisha, I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. when Gennaro Troll comes back, I need to ask him about the song lyrics he made for Mark Terry. See, Trisha dropping it. Frank, $10 is too much for that goddamn channel. It's not worth 50 cents. I don't get that though. What use would his channel be to anybody else? Because like, how would anybody else be able to run that channel and make it? Well, I guess kind of easy, I guess, for somebody to run that channel better than him. But like anybody that's sub to that channel, they're there for a reason. They want to hear his dumbassery. Like if he sells it to some other rando, but then again, that's probably just another scam. He wants somebody to give him money, say, "Oh yeah, I'll give you my channel," and then you'll take the money and say, "Oh no, you ain't getting shit, son. You ain't getting my channel." As part of that fucking grift that he's always at.
All right, I'm back.
And
Sorry about that, everybody. I had to run to the bathroom unexpectedly. So, hey, Frank, by the way. Well, technically speaking, he didn't quit because he came back within minutes. So, yeah, he didn't even, well, yeah. So,
you were just
yeah.
talking about that.
But yeah, Frank, he needs his sausage and biscuits. Poor guy. So hot. I'm so, yeah. So, but I'm sure he'll be live later on today or he'll be live tomorrow again. Like
Is he
nothing
still
ever
alive
happened.
right now? Is
No,
he still alive right now?
it went private.
Oh,
Yeah. Huh? There we go. We got a Mr. T troll account says Cactus needs to leave YouTube. There you go. Um. Well, at the moment, Cactus, you're on Zoom. Technically speaking, you're not broadcasting to YouTube. I'm broadcasting you to
yeah.
YouTube. Yeah.
So I guess your fake ass Mark Terry account. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've I've left. I guess.
Of course there's ways to make money. There's always ways to make money. Always ways.
I mean, he could get one of those fucking what you call shitty old garden chairs, sit outside the Walmart and be a Walmart greeter. Like, couldn't he do that?
Oh, there's nothing stopping him from doing that. He just does, he's just scared that he's scared of a word that begins with W and ends with K. No, he'll do a he'll do a pity me stream, you know. That's what he'll do.
I was gonna say he's not afraid of the word wank because he seems to do that on a regular.
He's a wanker. He's a wanker, and it does him good like a jolly well should. He's a wanker. He's a wanker. Dee 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 dee.
Right, him coming.
Yeah. He's a wanker. Yeah, he's a wank. Yeah, he's like yeah, he likes wanking off on stream, doesn't he? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he likes wanking off to, and he likes jacking off to pictures he receives too. He's too lazy. He's too lazy to do that. Now, you don't forget he's got a traumatic brain injury and he's disabled and he's very sick now.
What grass?
I think Frank was trying to get up, but it's not. He's not sure. Are you here, Frank? Okay, let me try again. I thought I pushed admit.
It kind of
It
bounced
says,
me around when I
yeah, here
so
he is.
it's
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's going
Is
on?
that-
How's it going?
Yeah, so yeah, he said he was quitting. Yeah, I never believed that for 1 second he was quitting.
Oh, I know. He was having a pitiful moment because he was making no money on TikTok and blah 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 blah. He just
Yeah,
wanted
but he
to.
said he's going to Rumble and Kick. Or no,
Yeah,
Rumble and Twitch.
yeah. He ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie. He ain't going there.
yeah. That's he was gonna sell his channel if he wanted to buy his channel.
I mean, who wants to buy a channel that you? Who wants to buy a channel that you can't monetize?
Well, you could
that's the
always
thing too.
Yeah,
That's the thing too.
get it and just plumb bomb it.
yeah. The problem is he's like that cockroach you just can't get rid of, or that turd that won't flush down the toilet. He'll come back eventually, or he'll just start a new channel again.
Yeah.
Hey a bit says he can go to the street corner as a street walker. Maybe he could get a job at the glory hole or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, but what I don't understand is how is he getting where is he getting all this time in his day to be on here 24 like basically 24/7?
He
I
hasn't
don't understand it.
he has
I
no
don't
life.
understand it.
He has no life. I mean
Well, come on. There has to be times where he has to get up, take a shit or a piss or get something to eat. Come on.
he does it live on stream.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll just walk away from his live stream. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, here piss. Oh, here piss when he's talking. He's done that before. He just takes the phone with him, and whenever he eats, either his sister brings him food or he just eats a can of chili out of a can and just continues streaming. He does not have, he does not have a life. He doesn't see he does nothing. He just sits on here all day. That's his life. That's all he knows now.
You know what though? Look, I'm not trying to cause no fucking bullshit, but a lot of people that right now are calling him out in a couple of months when the Mark Terry drama dies down, they'll all be back there.
Exactly. I know. I agree with you 100%. It's going to happen. People have been saying that. Other people have been saying that to me too. They'll all be back. They'll all be back over there, and that's what's
Yeah.
gonna.
That's the only thing is people were like, I'm not gonna support you, but they're back there every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, like
So,
whatever rocks your boat, but like stop with this outrage you have about him right
mm-hmm,
now, because you'll be back there.
mm-hmm.
Well, there's like a streamer I saw this morning. I popped in for a second. It was one of those people I didn't like, but I popped in for a second, and he was sitting on the toilet taking a dump.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, with the camera on, just like do do do. He goes 1 minute. I got to push my camera up. He puts his dude's phone down, whatever, and then he's over there. Oh, I gotta wipe my ass. I'm like, dude, nobody wants to know this shit.
Ah, for fuck's sake. No. Why? Why?
The answer is like, why? Why do you have to tell people you're? First of all, why you got your camera on? Why are you taking a dump?
The bloody what the bloody hell? And man's you're right. I do owe Mark Terry. Mark Terry built my channel, and I've made money out of him. There you go. Yeah, he built
He
this
built it.
channel.
He built this channel on sausage rolls.
Yep, exactly. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Mark Terry. You know, he he built this channel. He got me over 1,000 subs and watch hours and stuff. Yeah. No. If you nope, 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 nope. This channel was not built by Mark. But yeah, don't forget Mark. Yeah, but don't forget he claims he built Facey and Punky's channel, Two Girls, One Side Chat, and he built the Asylum too.
Yeah, yeah. He built all these channels.
I guess he wanted some
I wonder when he had so
royalty.
much time to build channels.
I know. He's got all this time in the world. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised he's got time, you know, to eat shit, socialize. Oh yeah, he does socialize on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
He has a lot of,
Exactly.
he has a lot of time.
Yeah,
I guess.
I would definitely be proud too, Donna, you know. Even I did a degree when I was in my older age just to get an American qualification, just to get my just to get my brain ticking, you know. So yeah. The college is the same as university, more or less. Some places call it university, some people call it college, some people call it school. So yeah. Not
Imagine,
every,
imagine that he had time to go to work too. He to play in a bar. We're building
yeah.
a channel.
But is he
Come on, that wasn't work, Frank. Frank, that wasn't work. That was charity.
but is
Oh,
he
He,
that
sorry.
he's
the poor Mexican restaurant owner said, you know what? We'll just let him sing over there in the corner. He's not doing any.
you know what? They probably get money off the government for letting him sing, being special needs. Yeah, Frank, have you seen Flash around?
No, I haven't. I have not seen Flash.
Yeah, he may be a little mad at me, possibly. So
What happened now?
no, nothing bad. I just took him off the panel because he kept going on about building his channel and getting subs. I'm like, well, you know, I said, but you know, I had to tell him, look, I can only do so much. I said,
Yeah,
everyone here is subscribed to you, and we were just going around in circles. So I just took him off the panel and just put him in the side chat. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. He's got to learn that you can't just. You got to let people, want to sub themselves, not, you know,
yeah,
you
no,
can't force anybody.
I know, and I've been trying to tell. I thought I was trying to tell him. I was trying to tell him, look, you need to build your channel yourself. You need to start doing shorts. I can't do it all for you.
No,
Oh wow, Donna. Oh, okay. Thank you, man. So I'll have to check that out. I didn't know he mentioned. Okay, I'll have to check that out because I don't want him thinking I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at him and stuff. It's just that, you know, there's only some, you know, I just didn't want to go around in circles with him about him building his channel up. I know he wants to, but you know, I can only do so much. And once you hit that dead
No,
end, once you hit
JC,
the,
you're not his babysitter either.
yeah,
Like,
well, I get it. He has a high goal. He wants to, he wants to get way up there, but it's not going to happen overnight.
mm-hmm,
I mean, look at you. You have what? Little over, little over 2K, 2.22.
yeah.
How long did that take you to get there?
Um, it took me a long time. When did I create this channel? I don't even remember, to be honest. But I know somebody did subbot me a little bit to fucking troll me, and
Yeah, but I mean, an average, what took you, what, 2 3 years?
yeah, it took. I mean, I've been going live for like maybe 2 years now.
Well, okay, so it said you joined in July 26, 2022.
Yeah,
Like 2020, I mean.
yeah, that was my troll account. I used to be called Elbow Travels Watch on this, but I made a few videos and stuff, but I didn't start going live until until two
Yeah,
years
so
ago.
these two and a half years it took you to get to at least to get to
Yeah,
where you're at.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
Wasn't
hot.
facing wasn't facing Punky that had to bully you to come up on a panel. I think that's how it
Uh,
started. Wasn't it?
it all started off because it was their 1 year anniversary, and I decided to call. They wanted me to come up, or I got told them to come up. I said I'll come up, and then I started turning into a panel call, and then I decided I just thought fuck it. I just thought fuck it. I'll just start going live and see what happens, and there you go. Because I remember my first stream. I was like, oh my God, what the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm a creep. But I remember because Stewie came up on my first stream, and then it was kind of, getting, it was a little bit hard because like, what the hell do you do? What the hell do you talk about? And it's so weird. But now I just don't give two craps again.
Yeah, it's like it says I joined on May 9th, 2023, but
Yeah,
it's probably a year, a little over a year that I started going live on this channel,
yeah,
and I only got 1.04.
yeah.
So
I'm building up a channel too. I'm building up the Moki Life of Road Trips channel. And I've got that up to 97 subscribers. Yeah, it's an old troll, it's an old troll account, It was my music channel. Um,
Mhm.
I created that channel February the 1st, 2024. So, I didn't do a lot with that channel really. It was just a backup channel really, for my music. And I changed it to, my AI music, and I changed it to Moki Life of Road Trips. And
And
I've
we're
built that and
yeah,
I've built that, I'm building that up myself, and it takes time, it takes time. The shorts are getting great views.
yeah,
Uh, I've got one shot with, but I'm still trying to build up the channel. I got, I'm probably gonna make a video with Moki tomorrow. And then I might make some more shorts, take some more pictures of them, make some more videos and stuff. So yeah.
yeah. And where you at, Cactus? On the
all friends, I've been all over the place. I've had one channel at 700. I've had another at 900. My last one was about 1300. I don't care. None of
No,
this
no, but
matters.
I mean on this channel.
Right now, I don't know, 200 and something. I don't know. I don't pay any
And,
attention.
and you just started this channel, right?
Basically, yeah.
See, so that tells you it takes a while. That's the
Yeah,
whole point is I
have
get to get
patience.
into it takes a while.
If this is something you really want to do, you gotta have patience and you
Hmm.
bust around that you're putting out regular content.
Yeah, exactly. It takes, it takes time because the hardest part was always getting the watch hours for monetization.
Hmm.
Being a small channel too.
Hmm. It's
But
like
yeah,
mine right now. It says I'm looking at my analytics. It said within the last 28 days, I gained 22 new people.
uh-huh.
I mean that's 30 days. I only got one per day, pretty much.
Yeah.
Less than one per day.
And you got to take it, then you got to take into consideration too. A lot of these are gonna be troll accounts too.
Uh-huh. So I mean, so technically, I probably made really like 18 or maybe 17 new friends.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. I mean, I've got 67 new subscribers in the last 28 days.
saying? Yeah. See, so it takes a while. That's what the whole thing. That's the whole point I'm getting to. It takes a while. It's not
Yeah,
gonna happen overnight.
it does exactly. It does take a while. And the only reason why I probably got a bunch of new subscribers was because of the interview I did with Diamond, Mark Terry's ex YouTube girlfriend. That stream was a big stream. So that got me a bunch of new subs too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that was my whole point. Is you're not gonna gain a
Yeah.
million subscribers overnight.
Nope, you're not.
It's not gonna happen.
Nope. Exactly. Exactly. You're not. It's
You
not.
could
Yeah.
always buy Cherry's channel, I guess.
Um. Does
Probably
he?
not a
Does
good
he?
idea though.
Does he take? Does he take payments in sausage biscuits?
Yeah, that's what I'd say. I'd say I'll buy him 2 or 3 sausage biscuits for his channel.
Yeah. Yeah. He
That'd
ain't.
be probably worth it.
Hopefully that will be the case. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah, I'll probably check out Flash's video anyway, and I'll comment on it when I get the chance to.
Like
Anyway.
I got all my shit on. I just can't. The only thing I can get is memberships right now
Uh-huh.
because a lot of my stuff at the beginning, what do you call it?
Oh, the
Uh,
music. Do you mean the
music.
music? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which which made mine what do you call it? Invalid for memberships.
Yeah, I just before I reapplied for it all, I just took all the music. I just took all the music out. I just didn't want to deal with all that crap on me.
Yeah,
So
but
I
the
just
thing is, I got so many damn streams. And how long will it take me to take all the music out of it?
yeah. So I just made sure everything was good, and it's just But I'm glad for it. My all this food, so oh my god, all this food on my stomach.
I'll be here for days trying to take music out of my channels.
Yeah. But yeah, I did it because I like having the memberships, and I like I like the adverts too. It's a couple of pennies a stream. You know what I mean? All this food sounds good. Oh my god. Anyway,
That's what
guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'm getting kind of tired now. It's like almost just getting on to 2 o'clock, and my stomach's not happy with me at the moment. But Donna, thank you so much for the gift of memberships and the super chat. I really appreciate it. Mans and everybody else, thank you for coming in. To the replay crew, hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Cactus and Frank, thank you for coming up. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.
No
you
worries.
too.